Very good morning to one and all. I'm Professor Nidhi from Sagar Institute of Research and Technology Excellence. Today we're going to study a new subject, hydraulics, with a new topic, pressure in fluids. Basically, what is pressure? Pressure is defined as the force exerted on a unit area. If it represents that the total force is uniformly distributed, which covers an area A, then it will be termed as pressure is equals to force by area. The direction of this pressure is always normal to the surface in contact with the fluid at rest. Basically, a fluid is a substance which is capable of flowing. Also, a mass of a fluid which is held in elastic equilibrium by confining with the solid boundaries, it exerts forces against boundary surfaces. The forces so exerted act in a direction normal to the surface in contact. The normal force exerted by a fluid mass is known as fluid pressure. In particular hydraulics, we are going to study the pressure exerted by the water at rest, and it is known as hydraulic static pressure. Also here the unit of pressure which is given, that is Newton per meter square, as force denotes Newton and area denotes meter square, which is also known as Pascal. But it is a very small unit, as in practical amount it encounters in a different way. Therefore, we use kilopascal and megapascal at that place. Other units which may include bar, ATM, kgf per centimeter square, IBF per inch square, that is equals to PSI. Moving to next slide. Basically, we know that force per unit area, or when the force is perpendicular to the area, that is termed as pressure. This is basically an absolute pressure when compared to a vacuum. Although when we measure pressure in our tires in the vehicle, it is mainly termed as the gauge pressure. Pressure in a fluid acts equally in all directions. We knew it very well that fluid takes the shape of a container. It is free from the shape and size factor. Therefore, it acts equally in all the directions. As the pressure in the static liquid increases, it increases linearly with the depth. It never increases perpendicularly with the depth. It increases near about linearly with the depth. As the pressure increases, there will be an increase in depth. It means that it is directly proportional to the increase in depth. Afterwards, there is a diagram which is quietly showing that pressure at each given depth in a continuous static body is constant. It never differs with the shape, size, flow or temperature. Therefore, P1 is equals to P2 is equals to P3. It means that the water which is flowing through that particular pipe is, when coming up to the vessel, is quietly equal at all points of pressure. Okay. Next, that pressure is mainly the ratio of force to area, where here is quite a new example is being elaborated, where area of that particular cylinder body is being given as 2 centimeters square, which is given in a CGS unit. Also, the weight of that particular body is 1.5 kgs. Therefore, putting all these values in the particular formula, we get 1.5 kg, the force, which is multiplied by the acceleration due to gravity, that is 9.81 meter per second square, and divided by the area, that is we know that 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter and here is centimeter square. So, we'll take the area as 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square, and therefore we get our answer in Newton per meter square, that is 73,500 Newton per meter square. Likewise, there is one more unit of the pressure, that is the Pascal. That is, 1 Pascal is defined as when 1 Newton of the force is applied to an area of 1 meter square. So 1 Pascal is equals to 1 Newton per meter square. So while discussing with the previous example's answer, which was 73,500 Newton per meter square, can be said as 73,500 Pascal. Likewise, we have studied today what is pressure, unit of pressure, and how it is related with the particular area of the vessel. Thank you. We'll continue in the next class. Stay tuned. Keep learning.